that morning itch on the home of the Woody Show.
You know?
No. Alt 98.7.
All in or all out?
LA's new alternative.
Portions of this program will be recorded.
What's 73 minus 4?
The Woody Show.
69.
Yeah, it's hot.
And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's Monday morning. It's October the 7th.
Yeah.
2024. I hope you all are well and had a great weekend.
Lovely weekend.
I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
Hi, Woody.
There's Menace, who had a lovely weekend.
I did.
There's Gina Grant.
Hey.
We got Seabass. Yeah. We got Sammy.
Morning.
Phones are open. 877-44-WOODY. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. Something different for the Redneck News this hour because there's a few things that all popped up that I couldn't decide.
Oh.
So, 3 little nuggets that'll make up one round of Redneck News. That's coming up. Also, your weekend cheers and jeers. Hell yeah. I think every time it plays, like, Seabass is more and more happy and impressed with his work.
Well, AI's
Cheers and cheers, yeah.
It's a pretty hot track.
All right, so weekend cheers and jeers. Who wants to begin?
I'll go first.
All right, Seabass.
Cheers to my close personal friend and fellow Nashvilleian Nate Bargatze. Another good hosting
he's
job. And it's weird because he came out of nowhere. No one really knew him, and he's not a super mega famous stand-up.
He's
which
not.
is like he's not a Kevin Hart, who you'd expect to host
Right.
SNL.
Yeah.
And now it's 2 years in a row, and he's really awkward and he's really weird. I love his George Washington sketch.
Oh, that was so funny.
I like his...
They've now done it twice. It's very funny.
Stuff because it's very dry. Like, you really have
He's
to think about
dry,
it.
He's clean.
Yeah.
He's just like his thing is he's an everyday dumb dude from I think he's actually from Hermitage, Tennessee. For all you Nashville geography heads out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he did it on a day, and I talked to him about this. He's legitimately a Vanderbilt football fan. And for folks who don't know, Vanderbilt's an SEC school.
Yeah.
And you always forget because like the Alabamas of the world always write them off. Well, that's an easy win. That's an easy win. They actually won.
Yeah, but,
I know.
I mean, it was a crazy weekend for upsets. Yeah, Vanderbilt rolling the tide, beating Alabama. By the way, did you see the Vanderbilt students? They stormed the field, of course.
Also,
course.
cheers to them. Yeah,
Yeah.
again,
Rip.
Vanderbilt gets these wins once every decade.
Yeah, and they ripped out the goalposts out of the ground. They dragged them miles away into the Cumberland River.
Yeah,
Nice.
As you do.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, it's never going to happen again.
In their lifetime.
And again,
Yeah.
cheers to my dad, Vanderbilt grad, who he writes them off because he's a Cubs fan, a Bears fan, and a Vanderbilt fan.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, he's got no sports future.
Yeah, a total of 4 teams ranked in the top 10 lost in Week 6. Arkansas beat number 4 Tennessee. Number 11 USC lost to Minnesota. Washington defeated number 10 Michigan. Number 25 Texas A&M beat number 9 Missouri. SMU beat number 22 Louisville. And Syracuse beat number 25 UNLV. And there were some other ones in there too. But I mean,
crazy.
I'm not a big follower of college football.
But even you know.
But
Yeah.
even that headline made my feed.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's the part about college because it is a little less professional. Is you get teams that just have an off week or whatever, and it's fun for that. So cheers to the whole city of Nashville, Nate Bargatze included. Cheers to the fan experiences at Comic-Cons. These are like these are the things where you pay a lot of money to get a photo with somebody who's very, very famous. It's a long backstory, but I was approximately 3 inches away from Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Oh.
Dude, rip.
Well, okay. Again,
Yeah.
Woody. I'm a Back to the Future fan, like not at the Woody's level, but like anybody else. But it is the most impersonal. They might as well be wax figures, money grab.
Oh, yeah.
For the next, and I know people are going to say, "Well, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's." It's not about that. It's not about that.
No, we've been through a lot of these, and literally it's just like, just pull up and take your photo for 3 seconds and then leave.
They tell you, do not touch. And I get that because you don't want people, I get
Sure.
it, hugging over whoever. But it's, you cannot have any props with you. You cannot have any bags with you.
Oh.
And I get they want to move people along. But for,
No talking.
no
most of the
talking.
time.
It's literally.
No talking.
No, you can't
You can't say anything to them?
They don't look at you. They're sitting there on a chair in front of like the Olin Mills backdrop of like, the marble texturing or whatever.
Yeah.
You walk in, look at the camera, 5 seconds, and you were out that door.
Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
I've seen some of those interactions on social media, and they seem both pretty
I mean,
cool.
at least the ones that we put on, people.
No,
interact
especially
with,
like
the
Christopher
bands
Lloyd.
and
I've said
stuff.
because I get a lot of Back to the Future crap. Not so much college football, Back to the Future stuff. And it seems like Christopher Lloyd's very chatty.
It
with,
is.
with
It
people.
depends, but when you get to the super A-listers, you know, like if you go to a lot of these Comic Cons and it's like somebody who does a voice on Bob's Burgers or whatever,
They'll talk to you.
Yeah. But it's and let's say for instance, you paid $425 to get a picture with Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox.
A bargain.
5 seconds, no conversation, no hello, no how you doing, no shaking a I get it, no shaking a hand, whatever. But it's so, and it also applies to the autograph portion. Let's say you have a hoverboard from Back to the Future. You want it signed by Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Let's say you pay $360 for this.
Right.
It is walk in the door, hand us the item. We'll have a guy. You'll stand back, 5 feet from Michael J. Fox. He won't look at you.
Uh-huh.
We'll slide the item in front of him. We'll slide it over to you, and you're out that door.
Bye.
No photos allowed of Michael J. Fox signing. Again, not the Parkinson stuff. We understand.
Right.
No photos allowed of him signing that hoverboard.
It's probably so you can't authenticate or.
Well, no. You can. You can go outside that room, and they have an authenticator booth set up for an extra $15.
Oh, I was going to say, is that
See, that's why. So you couldn't do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right, because I've seen. In fact, just coincidentally, I saw some artist painted a giant, portrait of Michael J. Fox, and on that, in the frame, they have a photo of him signing said portrait.
Right.
So
I've seen that before.
Right. But again, I know forget the Parkinson's thing. This happens to other people of that stature.
So total, you were what, $400 and some bucks just for the thing, and then another $3 something for the
close to
hoverboard.
$800.
Wow.
Oh, plus you got to pay to get inside that
I
convention.
didn't realize you're that much of a fan.
Well, again, this is a project. This is not for me. This is a separate project, separate from the show, separate from it's a long story of why I'm doing this.
It's always something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't just do something.
I felt bad for him. I felt bad for the fans. It's so impersonal. And I promised myself, and the guy I was with, I talked to him. I was like, if I ever get that famous, for $400 something, I'll give you a minute of my time.
Yeah,
and a
for
hand
sure.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
To completion.
for that again. Forget the Parkinson's. For $400 something, you can't give me a minute.
Right.
Or 30 or a hello.
Yeah, but how many people are in there?
There's so many
But see,
people.
that's the point. Is you either cap that,
Cap it.
right? Because it's so they might as well have been wax figures.
Right.
He didn't make eye contact.
The text here says the price you pay is for the autograph, not for some kind of personal experience with the actor.
Well, no, I understand
Yeah.
that makes things more valuable, dumbass, on the text.
Jeez.
I fully understand that, but then why am I even going there to sit down? I'll just send it to him. I'll put it in a package. Why am I waiting in line for hours?
I think the
Well, at
worst.
least you're not bitter about it. That's good.
Yeah, I think some of the worst ones though is like you pay for this VIP experience and meet and greet, and then they make everybody take a group photo together.
Oh, that
that's
sucks.
the worst.
That sucks.
It does.
Look out for those ones too.
And again,
Right,
not to
those
pat,
are the
not to
worst.
pat ourselves on our back, but when we do something, it literally is. You handshake, conversation.
Yeah, you hang out with the person.
Yeah.
So cheers to Michael J. Fox. You suck.
Weekend.
Jeez.
Jeez, just shake it off.
Yeah.
Weekend cheers and jeers. Greg Gorey.
Cheers to something that is usually my least favorite thing in the world to do, and that is go to the airport. Cheers to our trip to the airport on Friday. Woody, Gina, and myself.
that made my
I
list, too.
haven't laughed that hard probably in decades. With Woody peeling out at every right-hand turn. It was
We had this crappy
so-
rental Hyundai something.
Palisade.
And we realized because it's got no real get up and go. It's a rear wheel drive.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we realized, like, oh man, just days late, that you can really make this thing peel around a corner. So, like, from a dead stop, making a right turn, you turn the wheel, just gas it as hard as you can. It goes in this crappy pussy Hyundai.
with like a delayed screech.
12 miles an hour.
And it killed Greg Gorey.
I
It was
thought
so
I was
funny.
going to pee and vomit and choke. I was laughing
It actually
so
burned out.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
multiple
Yeah, it was
times.
great. So, like, I'm like, yes, there's 2 more turns.
Right.
And so we just did it around every turn. Like, laughed so hard, like, that I felt
thought-
even hours later, I felt like a little nauseous.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Because I was laughing so hard.
Greg was going, I wish we had more time.
I
We
know.
could take more right turns.
I
I wanted to not go and just keep driving around. I never thought I'd have that much fun going to an airport.
That was
Yeah.
Wow.
That was so much fun.
What about your jeers?
My jeers is, of course, get home and have a first free weekend in literally 3 weeks, and I got sick.
Nice.
As always. So,
As per usual.
Yeah.
and then
But define being sick. Like,
cold, cough, sneezing,
Yeah.
sore throat, and then now I'm feeling better.
But you weren't like laid up in bed.
no,
though. I mean,
no, I
still able to do stuff and infect
Yeah.
other people, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, so that's good.
More than likely.
That's
Cough
good.
in Mario's mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did a lot more than just cough.
Oh,
Weekend. Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
talking
High
about.
five,
High
Greg.
five.
Weekend cheers and jeers menace.
Awesome weekend. Way too short. I went to another food festival, which I loved, and I had like the best time at that food festival. And then it was just like my jeers though is just way too short. I wish I had like one more day of the weekend because I haven't been able to catch up on all the streaming stuff that I want to watch, like the Aaron Hernandez stuff, the Menendez brothers, all that stuff.
Real Housewives?
Also, I wanted to see how bad the Joker was. All my friends were talking about
Well,
it.
maybe if you would just schedule a weekend every once in a while.
Yeah, once
where
a
you,
month.
Where you don't have
14
anything.
things.
Well,
Because it's all stuff that you agreed to go and do. Like you
Yeah.
didn't have to do the food festival thing. I realized that you had a work event on Friday.
yeah.
But like when that was over, just to be able to go, you know what, man, I'm off the
Well,
clock
no,
until
no.
like every once. I know you like to go and do stuff.
Yeah, but the event, the food event, wasn't until like 7:00 at night. Like I
Yeah.
had my whole day, and then yesterday I had my whole day. But
Yeah. Just every
there's
once in a while, give
too
yourself a
much-
free and clear weekend.
I know it doesn't look like I do, but I absolutely do, and
Yeah?
I'm very disciplined about sleep and
Okay.
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it just seems like he's always got some place to
On
be,
the
somewhere
go.
to
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
like almost
But
like a fear of
there's-
standing still.
There's a lot of hours in the day.
Yeah,
You
know.
should try watching your show during the show, Menace.
yeah. Try that out.
Like put an
Yeah.
earbud in and
Oh, during our show.
just
yeah.
it's been done
up.
before.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Should
right.
totally do that.
All right.
All right, Gina Grad, weekend cheers and jeers.
Well, my cheer was also our ride to the airport, but I'll change mine for this. I got home bright and early the next day, had my stepson's first soccer game, and little guy scored the first goal of the whole season.
Nice.
I was very proud
Now,
of
has
him.
he scored a goal before?
He didn't score last season.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
That's even more exciting.
It was.
I'm sure
what
he's
position
gonna
does he
win.
play?
I
It's
don't know.
kids soccer.
Positions in
Are there
soccer.
positions with kids
Where-
soccer?
They're
Where's he
defenders
standing? I can
and
tell you, where's he
midfielders.
standing on the field?
Well, I can tell you, it's wherever the ball is.
That they do
That's
do
that's
that.
where
They
know.
It's just
swore
okay.
like
Before the ball moves,
I think
where
he's
does he
supposed to be closer to the goal.
stand? Okay.
He's a
then
forward, maybe?
No, he's
Fullback?
a
Defender,
fullback.
fullback. I don't know what
Fullback.
they're called.
That's fullback.
But he looks super adorbs.
Aw.
My jeers, though, the boys, my husband and stepson celebrated with Wendy's, which is now they're back. They're on a Wendy's kick. I haven't had Wendy's
Okay.
since high school.
Delicious.
And
you
I was-
haven't?
No,
Since
I just,
high
It
school?
just kind of fell off my radar. But they said, "Do you want a Frosty?" And I was like, "Dude, the Frosty, yes!"
Yes.
It's
So
a
I got a
thing?
Frosty. Cheers.
What?
Okay.
Which flavor did you get?
Thank you.
Ah.
There should only be one flavor of
Chocolate?
Frosty. No.
No, they do we've talked
Frosty used to be called light chocolate, which because it was a blend of vanilla and chocolate,
No,
which
but
is
it's
why.
always been chocolate.
Yeah, but it's like a vanilla blended chocolate.
Correct.
Now it's just vanilla or chocolate. Like they don't do the old school.
No, the chocolate one is the old school one.
No, it's
yes,
not.
Gina,
It's-
you haven't had Wendy's since high school.
True.
I had Wendy's like last week.
Yeah.
You think
Okay,
that's
5
the
minutes
same
ago.
as
Yeah,
when
like
we were
5 minutes ago.
You think that's the same as when we were kids?
Yeah, you're misremembering.
Because I tasted it and I was like, meh. And then it had this like really chemically aftertaste. And I was
What?
like, nah, I'm
No,
not down.
you're tripping.
Gina's grad, 1,000% correct, according to Wikipedia.
Thank you.
Dave Thomas created the original light chocolate by combining chocolate and vanilla flavors because he thought pure chocolate would overwhelm the taste of the hamburgers.
Thank you.
Yes, but I mean, like, it still tastes the same to me.
Okay.
Like,
Well, that's because you've been having it for a year after
Yeah,
year.
And
after
maybe
year.
you burnt out your taste buds because
Arthur,
this
did
was
they,
no
like,
good.
Did they slow roll? Like, they started adding a little less vanilla,
Yeah,
a little less vanilla.
exactly.
Until it just became
Chocolate.
pure chocolate.
And now you have a choice between chocolate and vanilla. I'm like, there's no choice. It's just Wendy's Frosty flavor. And this one was no bueno.
Ooh, I told you
Major
the one that was
cheers.
really good was that creamsicle one that they had, that orange one over
Orange
the summer.
dreamsicle, yeah.
Yeah, that was
does
so
sound
good.
Very refreshing.
No.
That was really good.
Yeah,
I don't
cheers to the
remember.
bleach that was added to my Frosty.
Bleach in there. Unless Wikipedia's going to tell me that there was.
Now they're
bleach.
going to have the Krusty Krab, right, coming to Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're going to have a pineapple under the sea frosty to go with that.
I'm waiting for people to fight in the parking lot over that stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, God, I guess if you haven't had something for that long, maybe because, like,
Because I
You're
know
right,
exactly what it's supposed to taste like.
Right.
It's like when you haven't seen somebody for a long time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they look different. But if you're hanging around them all the time, you wouldn't
get
notice that.
noticed.
You wouldn't notice
Right.
that change. I'm really disappointed in myself, is I guess the bottom line.
Yeah, I get it. We forgive you.
It's a common thread.
I don't even remember what Gina's talking about.
Frosties.
No, like
The flavor?
yeah, the flavor.
Yeah, it was like a combination. That's why, like, the joke was always, is it chocolate? Is it vanilla? What exactly? It's Wendy's flavor.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got that like Frosty Pass they've offered.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like yeah.
Like
so
a punch your card thing?
no, they make it's like a little keychain thing, but like you go there and you make a donation to like Dave's Kids or whatever the
Yeah.
hell it is, their charity,
It's usually like a Halloween thing.
and
right?
then every time you come through Wendy's, you get a free Frosty
That's
for a
amazing.
year.
Yeah.
I need to get back on this.
This is like somebody
tighten
who's
up
been in
their
the
game.
Amazon for decades. Like,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
There's
yeah,
the
yeah.
iPhone
we're teaching her new things.
and new Wendy's Frosties.
Yeah, right. Sammy, weekend cheers and jeers.
So my cheers is to, because we've been traveling so much recently, I got my dog back. She's been with my parents, so I'm very excited about that. And I hung out with my parents. We saw Beetlejuice. We went to sushi. It was a great time. I love hanging out with my parents. And then my jeers is, as soon as I was driving home from doing that stuff with my parents and thinking like, oh, what a great time we had,
Your parents told you that they hate you? Or?
No, I
forgot the
see
dog.
A video that Menace posted to social media. He at his food fest event that he had invited me to go to, but I said no. I'm gonna be with my parents.
Oh, yeah?
whatever.
What happened
and
there?
Breckenmeyer was there, and I missed him.
Breckenmeyer was not only there, Breckenmeyer was speaking with Menace.
Yes.
And Menace actually told him about how you had a dream about him.
And look who's coming in the door right now.
And here's what Breckenmeyer had to say to Menace about
So
it.
you're dreaming about me, I'm hearing. Is that the rumor? There's dreams, which is a coincidence. I just had a dream about you, Sammy.
Hello.
But I can't talk about it right now. I got friends here.
Yeah. Yeah, so Breckenmeyer was like the coolest. I show up to this food festival called Chain Fest, and within 10 minutes, I spot Breckenmeyer.
Was he just chilling like with his kids or something?
No, he was there at the Cracker Barrel booth.
Was he an ambassador for Cracker Barrel?
No, because Chain Fest is about chain restaurants that they like elevate their food and they
Make it
enhance
fancy.
them and they make
Zhuzh
it
it.
fancy. And yeah, he was in line. I go, dude, I think that's Breckenmeyer right there. I go, we're just talking about him. So I went up to him. He was super cool, and there was like a ton of people there. Your girlfriend, Woody, Bobby Altoff was there.
Oh.
That's my girlfriend
Yeah.
now?
Seth Rogen was there. Dude, he's way taller than I thought he was. I
Yeah.
thought he was a short guy. No. He's big.
He's a pretty
man.
big dude, yeah.
Yeah, and I talked to BJ Novak, who's like the co-founder. He was like really cool. And
The
then,
co-founder of the festival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Menace, you know who was in line, with, like literally in front of me to get a picture with Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox was Jim Jeffries, the
Oh, my
No
God.
way.
who's like he's had a show. He's had several shows on TV.
Yeah,
and he's just
yeah.
like there with his kid. Like
That's
as a,
cool.
Whatever.
I-
Celebrities, they're just like us.
I just and you would know this, Seabass. I saw Adam 22 with his lady.
Who was at this Menace? You were like at
Star-studded.
the white party.
Andy
over there.
Cohen was there. And then for people that are really into Instagram, Zach King was there. He's like the special effects Instagram guy.
Oh, okay.
He has like 29 million followers on Instagram. It was super fun. It was a great event.
And I said no.
And you said
I'm
no.
hanging out with my parents.
What's your jeers?
That is my jeers.
Oh, no. Oh,
Not
Menace
seeing
Menace, I had already
Breckenmeyer.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
said I didn't have enough time.
didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
What-
Yeah.
For some reason, it has got into a vortex. Yeah. All right. Well, my cheers, even though it was crazy busy and we were like all over the place and it was exhausting and everything else, was the last 3 trips right in a row that we had to take all together. It's a new team and everybody just had the best time.
The best.
I mean, honestly, I'll go around the room. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I
But I
think
mean,
so.
it
Super
was
fun.
so much fun. Everybody just like the vibe and like just I don't know the whole thing.
So much laughing.
Yeah, just laughing
laughing
and
like
interaction,
crazy.
and it was really really great. And I am so happy with this current team, and it's awesome. And I was just having like a moment. I was like, wow, that was really great. I can't remember even like a single trip
Yeah, that
we have taken
like that.
over the years that was as great as any one of those individual trips, those 3 trips, let alone all 3 all together.
Back
so
to back.
Really
it was
fun.
it was really great.
And lots of singing.
Oh, so much singing.
Jeers.
Oh, no.
The jeers would be to, why does the universe hate me?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, as much fun as we had in the car on the way back to the airport to return it, I returned the car to the wrong rental facility.
That's right.
'Cause I was so distracted and had so much fun. I returned it to Hertz. I returned it to Hertz, even though it was a national rental car. Because we had Hertz, I got them all confused. We had Hertz the week before, and I had Hertz on the brain, and we were just laughing at peeling out tires and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, no big deal. I hit him up. I said, "Hey, I accidentally returned this to Hertz."
Yeah, we were in the shuttle, Madison.
Yeah.
Woody said, "Oh my God, I returned the car to the wrong place."
Yeah, that's when it hit me.
Well, because nowadays they have a lot of the times those are unmanned.
Yeah, you just
attendants.
park and go.
And, like,
That's
see,
what
hopefully-
happened.
Well, yeah, nobody came up to
Right.
us, so I'm like, I threw the keys on the dash and
I
we
would
just
check
left.
on that because I remember a couple years ago where I returned it to the Dallas airport.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, you owe us $1,500 because you
Right.
never returned the car.
No, I got the final receipt, the whole thing, and yeah, they got it. And I screenshot the conversation with the agent and said, "Oh no, it happens all the time. Don't worry about it. We'll let them know that we're coming to pick it up."
Yeah.
So there was that, and then the other thing was like, all right, so very excited about this new washer and dryer. It gets delivered.
Yeah.
Everything gets hooked up, and I throw a first load of laundry in there, put it in the dryer. The dryer's not heating.
Oh, no.
And so it says, open the gas line and make sure the gas, it's all connected. The gas line is open. It was working with the previous dryer. It was the washing machine that was the problem. Now it's the dryer that's the problem. And it's just nonstop, these little things. I had a soda that opened up in my bag.
Oh, this was
So,
horrible.
yeah,
And,
that
like-
was earlier in the morning before
Yeah.
the car thing.
Oh, yeah.
A soda exploded in his back.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like it exploded. It had the tiniest
Yeah.
little pinhole.
And it was just
But
leaking.
like to where like you'd have to really be looking for this leak. It was such a small, slow, and just all over my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just a lot of this kind of crap. And so it's like, you know what? You're not going to defeat me, universe.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah,
going to
take
do
that.
it. But it just seems to be like one thing
Yeah.
after another. You just can't get a break kind of thing.
You are very death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Well, we hope you had a great weekend. It is the Woody Show. We're going to take a quick break, and I told you something a little bit different for the Redneck News because we have like 3 different things that I can't ignore the other 2 for just recovering. We're going to make 3 little nuggets of Redneck News into
Wow.
one Redneck News report.
Right.
That will be next on the Woody Show. Hang on. Cheers and cheers. Hell yeah, baby. I don't know. Can we get this on a soundtrack?
Sounds like it.
Like an official Woody Show soundtrack?
be awesome.
Cheers and cheers. All right, more Woody Show next.
The Woody Show will be right back.
It will happen.
More Woody Show next.